Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I wanted to quick show off a version of Hibiki that I had put together to do the mind trials with. So we might as well do that, and as you can see, we are definitely getting up there in those number of training sessions. And at this point, S is my best rated character. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Also because it's clearly very obvious on the stat screen. But anyways. So I'm going to quick show you guys the Hibiki that I put together. I don't know how many of you are necessarily going to understand what all of this means. I just want to give you a quick overview of what this character is all about. I have decided to build Hibiki around his great strength of high kinetic movement, and we're going to use that to try to hit enemies from behind as much as possible. We also have this cool aerial move that I can do over and over again. So, you know, it's just a little something to keep in mind. And I also decided to put a lot of emphasis on things that essentially orbit the character. So I've got the poison skill ring, the lightning orbs. Of course, I decided to make it so that his glaives do that. And they follow me. Like, the whole idea is to make it so that I have a lot of damage on board just for high movement. So, let's see how this works. And for those of you who don't know, Mind Trial is a mode that was added into the game post-launch, of course. And it's basically just a boss rush. But instead of it just being one boss back to back to back to back to back, it will be a few bosses in a line, and then there'll like be pairs of bosses. And then there will be pairs of advanced bosses. And that's usually where, if I'm going to have trouble, that's where I'll lose the script. But, to give you an idea of what my tactics look like, as you can see, I have combo tactics for everything here. Consecutive blade rings, Thunderbolt, Light Spear, Thunderbolt, and Lightning Orb Thunderbolt making up the greater portion of my tactics damage. Shadow Conversion is there just so I can say it's there. I'm not even gonna lie. The one problem I had during the build is that I was not able to put up a third tactic for my poison ring. Not really a problem. It's just, I thought I'd point that out. Anyway, shall we give this a try?
The mind trial is about to begin. Get ready.
No, I will not get ready. I'm just gonna piss off and have a drink. Now, Hibiki is a character that I know nothing about when it comes to BlazBlue lore. I just know that he's a part of this game, and he's Mr. Dual Blade Ninja. There we go. Alright, Tree of Origin is usually never that hard, so that's...
The trial has just begun.
How about just an HP mixture?
Battlefield cleared. New trial starting soon.
I think we've got Defiling Eye here. And one thing that I'm trying to remember for myself is that I need to be better about using my legacy skills. Perfect. All right.
Choose your role wisely. The trial has just begun.
How about we go high HP damage boost?
Enemies.
I can tell by the sand on the ground that we're dealing with the Serpent of Destruction. I also think it's the hard Serpent of Destruction. Oops, I made a stupid. There's the real one. There we go. Now, there are other build archetypes for Hibiki that you can try, like, you can build an entire archetype around just doing that. Oh, that was dumb. Okay. Oh, got her. Not that it helped. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily the optimal way to play Hibiki in this game. It's the way that works for me, though, because I tried a different setup of tactics and potentials, and it just didn't do anything for me. Like, it just didn't work out. Oops. There we go. It took me a little bit to take her down. And again, Non is always kind of an interesting one.
Analyzing Evo-type behavior data. Deploying countering elite enemies.
Don't worry, that's just dialogue. They're not necessarily worried about... They're not trying to counter you hard. Roar! Yeah, make that noise. Oh, hey, I'm dumb. Let's just focus this guy down. Alright, you're gonna be big mad. Oops. All right.
Keep it up. I wish you more success. A new trial has begun.
So as you can see, Hibiki moves quickly, but doesn't exactly do a ton of damage. Orid and Tree of Origin. Let's dodge that. Damn it. And yes, with two bosses doing their actions at the same time, it can be really hard to tell what's going on. So apologies if I don't look completely perfect.
Battlefield cleared. New trial starting soon.
I also apologize if that sounded like oddly passive-aggressive. It's just, I know that there are other people that do these that seemingly do them without taking hits, and I don't know how true that is. It's just, you know, I'd like to think that I'm good at this game, but I know I'm not. So maybe that's kind of what the problem is that I'm feeling a little insecure in myself. One thing I do know about Hibiki is that his damage output is a little on the low end. Which is why I've tried to augment it with a lot of very powerful tactics. Oh yeah, that was just a bad dodge on my behalf, so oopsie. Okay.
This far is no small feat. Next, battlefield cleared. New trial starting soon.
And when I was doing this with Noelle Vermillion, I had noted a very similar thing, is that her damage output is also, at least the way I play the game, she seems like her damage output is a little on the low side. Alright, do your missile thing, Mr. Sweeper. Alright, cool. Oh, of course, I didn't even consider the damn fire. I knew it was a mistake as I was doing it, but didn't stop myself. There we go. Alright.
Brilliant. Commendable performance. Battlefield cleared.
So this, if I'm not mistaken, should be Serpent of Destruction plus Defiling Eye. Both of the advanced forms, so you know, shit will get a little screwy because there's just so. Oops. Okay, I screwed up. I didn't notice he was doing the tentacle swipe, so that's a little bit of damage that I'm just gonna have to eat. There we go.
I hope these rewards will give you some relief. Generating elite enemies.
And this should be the harder version of non-Firebite and the harder version of Ored. Orid. How do you pronounce that? Like, that just seems like such an odd name. What? Ow. Alright, I'm not talking very much because, as you can see, there are just goddamn lasers everywhere. Jeez. Okay, well at least one of them is down. Now I can actually focus on dodging this one's attacks. Which, by the way, am I the only one that would like to see Non and Ored as playable characters in this game, even though they really have nothing to do with BlazBlue? Like, maybe I'm just odd for that. Okay, we actually did it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised I did it because I was not playing great. But in the long run, it's one of those things where some characters just have a really hard time dealing with stuff like this. And yes, it gets as chaotic as it looks. Absolutely. Trust me. But I want to quick have a look at what the skin I just unlocked looks like. Okay, so that was the Training Master skin just for clearing the regular game. This is called The Other Side. I don't know what unlocks that, but hey, what the hell, why not? Kind of red and black with highlights of green and gold blades. I can live with that. I kind of like how that looks, actually. And then that's his normal look. Obviously, none of these are at all bad. I am a little drawn to the pink one just because it's just so flamboyant. Then again, you know. Alright, well, anyway, that's kind of all I wanted to show off. Since I've already shown you all the new characters, at this point, it'll just be showing off characters just to show them off and to experiment with new ideas. So hopefully you guys are cool with that. I hope you're enjoying the game. I know I enjoy playing this game. I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth, so you guys let me know how you're feeling about it. I, of course, am very happy to continue playing it, but, you know, if you guys have other ideas in mind, by all means, let me know. I, of course, want to thank you for coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care of yourself.